Hi, how are you?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you so much for joining, Yashaswee, and we're seeing people joining as well. So we'll wait a couple of minutes and hang in there just to give some time to people to join. And to people, everyone who's joining, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I don't know what time zone you guys are in, but thank you once again, everyone, for joining and being around and chatting with us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Ukti, for giving me this opportunity because many optometrists have been asking me questions regarding application process and the course and the curriculum. So I think this is a good platform. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm super excited because I do get questions regarding the same, and I don't think so I'm qualified enough to answer, though I know the process. So I thought, let me get an expert online so that, people can directly ask questions to you.
I am not an expert. The only thing is like the journey. So yeah.
Wonderful. I'm so glad to see so many people joining in. So we'll give another minute before we start the conversation, and to just give a brief of the flow to whoever has joined. I would first like Yashaswee to give her introduction. I know her for quite some time now, thanks to all her hard work and amazing things she did with Let's Revolutionize, trying to bring awareness. And then she moved on to coming back to Boston and trying to do something really interesting there. So we're going to learn a little bit more about yourself, and then we'll directly dive into this conversation about the process, fees, how hard or easy it is, immigration things, so on and so forth. Throughout the conversation, I would like to just inform everyone, if you have any questions, please start putting it in the chat and we will take it as in the conversation as possible. So please feel free to just drop in your questions, drop in a message, anything you just want to wave out to us. Anything that you want to say, just keep writing in the comments. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get started. Yashasvi, if you don't mind, if you can just tell me a little bit about yourself so that everybody who don't know you will learn a little more about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I began my optometry journey from Bharati Vidyapit School of Optometry, Pune, India. And then I went to internship to LV Prasad Eye Institute, like during my bachelor's of optometry. So we had to do internship for a year. So I went for 13 months internship in LB Prasad Eye Institute. And then I thought, like, I was confused between doing masters and working. And, back in the mind, I always had this thing, like, I want to do Doctor of Optometry. But at that period of time, I didn't know how. But I was like, okay, there's only one program that is offering Doctor of Optometry program to international optometrists. So that requires like 2 years of experience, clinical experience after
Right.
graduation. So I thought that I should start working for it, and I went back to Nepal, and getting job in Nepal was quite a challenge because there were very few hospitals, so I had to work in clinical settings to apply for this program. So luckily I got into like one of the good hospitals, Tilganga Institute of Ophthalmology, and I worked there for about 3.5 years. And
Mm-hmm.
then I started applying to NECO, and here I am, and almost halfway through. So this is a 2 years program. So yeah.
Wonderful. So 2 years program sounds as interesting as it sounds. I know because in the past, even I tried to apply, I didn't get through, but I know it is super, super challenging. So as easy as you're making it sound, oh yeah, I got into a 2-year program. I know it wasn't that easy. So we'll go with the first thing first. I
Mhm.
want to understand the entire application process. So you did mention one requirement, which is
Yeah.
a 2 years clinical experience. What else do you need in the process?
Um, Initially, like, you need 2 years of experience, like complete 2 years of experience after you do the graduation, and you
Mm-hmm.
start working on your, like, as you are an international student, so you'll have to start working on your language test. So you'll have to give either TOEFL or IELTS. So do that as soon as possible, because
Mm-hmm.
that is also one of the important criteria. So once you get done with it, you'll have to start with the application process. So you will apply through grad CAS.
Mm-hmm.
I started my application in 2019, and at that time, I didn't have to apply through grad CAS. I applied directly, but I had to defer because I got married. Yeah.
Congratulations, a good road bump in the process.
So I deferred the application and I had to apply again in 2020, and I applied through grad CS. And you'll have to work on your personal statement. That is the most important thing. And personal statement is not like it's not like you'll have 3 questions there and you'll have to answer each and every questions. So be very careful with the personal statement because it is important, and that's
Right.
will reflect what kind of a person you are and why do you want to do this course. So you have to spend about a month or 2 months in personal statement because that is the most important aspect of the application. And letter of recommendation. You need 3 letters of recommendation. Try to get the best out of it, like from the best professors, best faculties, who you have worked with. Try to be kind of like, choose faculty from various fields of optometry. Like
Right.
one can be from dispensing, one can be like, you might have done research in your 4 years optometry program. So
Right.
get the recommendation from the professor with whom you have done research with, and from the professor who knows about you, like when you are in your bachelor's or internship. So
Right.
like, try to get
A good
as
mix.
mix of the recommendation. That will definitely help. And they will look into your application. They will see what kind of a person you are. Like you have a big application form and you have to fill up everything about your practice, about everything, what you are doing, what are your goals, everything. And they will select you for interview. They might not, they might. And you'll have to do your best in the interview, definitely.
Ab- Absolutely. So I really liked how you mentioned and emphasized on two or three the most important things. One is, of course, your personal statement. As much as you're, I think, very, very important thing, as much as you can refer to like, some templates out there, don't just copy paste. It doesn't work. People know what you're writing, and these are people, who are doing this day in and out. So they definitely know.
So you cannot copy. Be yourself. I think that's the most important thing. You have to be yourself. You have to show them who you are and why you want to do this program. So you have to be yourself. I think that's the
Right.
important tip I can give. Just be yourself.
Yeah, and I think what you mentioned was like spend time on it. Don't be in a hurry to just write something, okay, it's great, and send it out. It might also be a very good idea to write and send it to your friends or professors or
Yeah,
colleagues to just review who know you pretty well in terms of the clinical aspect, just
exactly.
to get more inputs, just to see if there are different perspectives that can be reflected through your personal statement. So I
Yeah.
think that's very, very important. Someone.
It's like in my time, I had to write one case. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's there like right now, but I had to write one case. So like write the best case you have seen in your internship or your work time.
Also, for the case study, I wanted to better understand when you talk about case study, right? Is it important to have like a very complex case study, or is it just important to have a good case study where you have done everything right with all the steps documented, something that's more detailed versus something which is more fancy?
I think the thing that is important is how you made difference in patient's life as an optometrist. So you don't have to have like I didn't have any complex cases. I had a simple case, and the only thing you need to highlight is like how you made a difference in that patient's life as an optometrist.
Got it. Got it. And another thing which you mentioned was like a recommendation and, having a mix of it. I think that's also very, very important uh, for the fact that whoever is writing letter of recommendation for you, they should know you. It shouldn't be that you are writing letters for them and they just sign off. That
They will not write if they don't know you. So they should as a student and as
Right.
a colleague, or like you can get a recommendation from your workplace because you are already working for 2 years, and one
Right.
get from your faculty, like whoever taught you in bachelor's of optometry, and one can be from your internship or your research professor. So I think that's the good mix, but yeah, it's your choice, definitely. But yeah, I think that would be good.
Wonderful. So I would just like to take a moment to thank everyone who's joining and welcome. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. As I mentioned in the past, if you have any questions for Yashaswee, please feel free to drop them in the comment section, and we'll take them as and when it's possible. So another thing I wanted to focus on is you mentioned it is a 2-year program. It is
Yes.
an Advanced Standing International Program, or ASIP as they called it. So what is the course structure, if you can break that down for us?
Um, to be precise, ASIP is like you are doing 4 years of the complete Doctor of Optometry course in 2 years. So have to be ready to get into the program because it's an easy program. You are studying literally everything. You are not exempted from any subjects. You are having the same competency as the 4 years Doctor of Optometry students. So like you have to do everything, but you are doing it in 2 years. So 3 years, for 4 years Doctor of Optometry, they will study for 3 years, they will go through the course, and 1 year is externship. And for ASIPs, it's like in 1 year, you do the entire 3 years, and the second year is externship. So this is how it is. You wouldn't have time for anything. You are like continuously working for the college, for your exams, labs, you're going to the clinic, you're doing literally everything from 7 o'clock in the morning, and it can be till like 9 o'clock. Sometimes I return home at around 9:30 p.m. So it's kind of difficult, but yes. So it's all about like completing 4 years of curriculum in 2 years because you are already an optometrist and they expect you to know at least the optometry aspects of
Right.
the curriculum. Basic science will be difficult for us because most of us, like for me, I didn't do much of basic science in bachelor's of optometry. I didn't do much of general pharmacology or immunology or cell bio and biochemistry. Like all those subjects, it's quite challenging because for me, I had to struggle a lot. I had to struggle on neuroanatomy. I had to struggle on so many subjects that were like completely basics, and I had to do everything in detail. So, but I did it. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think you shining, just not doing it, you're excelling in it. So I really like how you mentioned that. So there is no exemption, right? Irrespective of you being in a 2-year course, you still have to go through everything. It's just that you qualify for 2 years. That's it.
Yeah. So there's no exemption at all. You have to do each and every subjects.
Okay. That's good to know. So people are well prepared.
Yeah.
And not take this as like, oh yeah, it's a 2-year program. I don't have to worry about my first 2-year basic courses and just focus directly on the optometry related curriculum and then move into externship. It's nothing as beautiful as it sounds.
So you have to do everything. And first 3 months, we did most of basic sciences. We did cell bio, biochemistry, all those courses, including optic nerve, glaucoma, and ocular disease. But I realized that ocular disease we did in first 3 months was just a base, and now we are
Mhm.
advanced ocular disease. So now we are also doing basic sciences, some of it, but we are more into like optometry. We are more focusing into the optometry aspect of the curriculum. So it's like advanced ocular disease, neural basis of vision, and visual development, low vision. So all these subjects are in fall. And next semester we'll have like we had binocular vision and ocular motility, and we're still having ocular motility, but next is like advanced strabismus and all these subjects
Got it. Got it. So
to advanced.
got it. So when you talk about like basic to advanced, how many people are there in the ASIP program, and how do you work around it?
So there are 10 people in our program. Like 9 got selected this year, and one of them deferred last year due to COVID. And in total, we are like 10 people, and we are like family. So we have because there is no choice. We should be together. We should work together, and this is how.
Right.
Because it's like it's a very difficult course, and you need help from your friends. So
Absolutely.
we are working together in every aspect, but the thing is like we are not posted in same clinics, and
Mm-hmm.
we are going to different clinics. NECO has vast networks of clinics, so we are getting different experiences, so we can share our knowledge, and we share our stuff, we share our notes. So basically we are like family here in
Right.
as an
Got it. And the 10 people you mentioned, how diverse is the class? Is it everybody has the same background of optometry? Is it ophthalmology? Like, what is the mix, or like people you are competing as part of your application process?
Yeah, so like in first 3 months, like the summer semester, we studied with AODP students as well. So AODP is Accelerated Optometry degree program. So in AODPs, most of them are medical doctors who have
Mm-hmm.
completed their medical degrees in different countries, and they are here to do Doctor of Optometry program. So that's a
Got
three.
it.
So there are 2 students who are from optometry background. They did their bachelor's of optometry. One of them did in England, and one of them she did in India. So they are in AODP program. They are doing 3 years of program. And in our like ASIP program, we have like people from India, England, Canada. Um, I am from Nepal, and there are like few from US. So most of them are from Canada, because most of them they do
Yeah,
in England, and they come to the US to get advanced standing international Doctor of Optometry degree in ASIP.
got it.
So it is diverse, definitely, but like we
Got it.
of like varieties of backgrounds. So they have been working, so they got their optometry degree, they have been working for many. I am the youngest in my class, so so they are super experienced. They have been working for many years. They are knowledgeable. They are really good. So it is diverse, and they have got their optometry education from like different countries, from Ireland as well. So
Oh, nice. So basically, everybody, as far as I understand ASIP, right? So everybody who's trying to do their OD in United States and want to do it quick, like, I know as difficult it is, but you don't want to spend 4 years, they all apply for ASIP. It could be something from an optometry background, from an ophthalmology background, from a medical science background, right? So you are basically, when you're applying, of course, you're competing with the best of the best from around the world.
yes.
And I'm really happy and excited to say that you're part of, one of the best doctors that they have, selected to be part of the program. So congratulations on that once
Thank
again.
much. I am trying to do my best. The thing is, like, I am definitely struggling because the curriculum is difficult, schedule is like difficult. I have to go to the clinic. I have to catch up on all the lectures, keep up to it, and do everything in one go. It is difficult, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to do it. Definitely, I'm trying my best.
Wonderful. So before I ask you the next question, I had someone who's asked us Opto Key 24. Would you please talk about Masters of Vision Science? Well, not in this conversation. We are going to stick to the OD program for now, but I will definitely keep this in mind, and we'll definitely do another Insta Live with someone who is currently pursuing or has completed Masters of Vision Science. So any questions related to the OD program is more than welcome. But anything about vision science, we'll park that for the next Insta Live. So I'm sorry, but we'll be just focusing on the OD conversation for today. As I mentioned, if anyone has any questions, please keep dropping in the chat. I'll be more than happy to take it during the talk. Now, talking about, you did mention how intense this is. plus you are married. So I want to also focus and talk about the work-life balance. If you have any life left, you know, with the kind of things we have discussed offline, and I wanted to kind of, highlight how intense has it been? How are you able to manage your married life? How is that thing?
Yeah, so all thanks to my husband because he has been tolerating everything. But to be honest, we don't live in same place. He stays
Mm-hmm.
working in Pennsylvania and I'm here in Boston. So his schedule is like he works for 1 week and he has 1 week off. So that 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of difficult to say because I am getting support from him and it's kind of, it's going easy because he's supporting me a lot and he's not complaining about anything. Yes, I don't have time for him. I don't have time for anything else. Like last week I have exams for about 20 days and I didn't even look at his face for about a month or 1 month, 1.5 months because I didn't have time. Like I used to get up, I used to study for exam, I used to attend lectures, I used to go to clinic, come back, labs, do my assignments. We have many homework. So like one of the homework is we have to go to the clinic and we have to complete everything. We have to do BIO, we have to do 90, everything, show to the resident, get it signed and submit. So for that, I will have to go to the college definitely. So literally, I don't have time for my husband. I don't have time for my family as of now. But I was already prepared about it.
Right.
I knew this curriculum was definitely intense, and it's just for a year. Next year,
Right.
internship, I'm trying my best to get my internship around the area where he is staying, but I'm not sure if I'll get it or not, but I'm trying my best. Still, it would be like 1 or 1.5 hour distance. But yes, I don't have any answer for this because, to be honest, I don't have time. And he is supporting me a lot. And my family, they do understand. Like his family and my family, like both families, they do understand that I have a very, very intense and rigorous curriculum. So, to all students who really want to get into this program, I would want to say that you have to sacrifice even your food if you want to get it, but it's for the best. So thank.
Right, absolutely. Like it is something that you are working towards your passion or probably a dream career that you're looking for many. So yes, if you're ready for it 100% mentally as well as putting your personal time,
Yeah,
mentally, physically, everything, because it could be exhausting
it will
staying
be.
up all day.
There are
Yeah.
many that you had never done before. For me, neurology
Hmm.
was like I didn't even know ABCD. So I had to I had to keep up to all the lectures, and my husband did help me a lot because he's a physician here, so he knows about like basic science and everything. So he taught me a
Right.
lot. And we used to like he would be in Pennsylvania and we used to Zoom call and he would teach me everything. So it's not easy, but it's doable.
God, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to quickly take few questions. I think some of them did join late. So I got one question which said, "Do we need to give an OAT for the admission?"
No, for ASIP program, you don't need to give OAT. If you want to get enrolled in 4 years optometry, you do have to give OAT.
Got it. Perfect. We also have another question about the fee.
Mm-hmm.
And how to apply for this course and what will be the fee. For the application, I think we already did
Yeah.
go over it, but I think there are two people who have similar question. I'm going to read out both and then you can take that. And we'll talk about a fee any which ways at my next question. But first part of the question was how to apply for the course and how do you choose which college you want to enroll, or it a, uh, is it you get according to the interview? So I think if we can just quickly, talk again about the application process and how you chose the
So
college.
application process, you'll have to work on TOEFL or IELTS, your personal statement, do your best because personal statement it takes a long time to, write. So work on personal statements. So you have to apply via grad cs. So in grad cs you'll get few questions, you'll have to answer all the questions and write an essay. You will get more, like, you'll have to write more about your practice, how much you practiced and how many patients you saw, everything in detail about how you are practicing optometry in your school. And you're good to go. Basically, you have to go to grad CS and the letter of recommendation. That's the most important aspect of the application. And about choosing the college, right? So,
There's
I,
just one college actually.
yeah, one, like right now, I guess there are a few colleges of
Yeah,
advanced standing international program. But when I applied to this course, I only had one option, NECO. It's like I am either going to NECO or I'm going nowhere else. I was working. I don't know. Back in my mind, when I was doing Bachelor of Optometry, I had this affinity towards clinical aspect of optometry, and I always knew that I want to do something in clinical optometry, and I had this I don't know, I had this instinct that I would want to do Doctor of Optometry program. So I was working on it. GPA is really important. I forgot to mention about it because, like, when I applied to NECO, the criteria was like more than 3.5 GPA.
right,
So I had to send all my reports to WES, World Education,
yeah,
and they will evaluate your marks and mark sheet, and they will send the GPA to the college. So it is important. So try to maintain good grades while you are in that
right,
school. It is really important because that reflects what kind of a student you are, and if you can take this course, rigorous course in NECO. So
right.
GP. So to all students who are currently doing Bachelor of Optometry, try to maintain good grades. You don't have to be like a topper or something like that, but try to maintain good grades.
Right. So for all those who haven't heard about the GPA scoring, another thing to add here. So in United States, they do have scoring or credits for each course or each grade that you get. And when we're talking about 3.5, 3.7, that score is out of 4. So that is what she meant, like, to have a good GPA. Anything above 3.5, it is an average grade scoring for, all the coursework that you have done. So if you are able to maintain an A grade or you'll be in a very good space, right? You don't have to be a topper, but just maintain a good GPA.
Good. And many people, like when I was doing my evaluation, I thought that they would just convert percentage into GPA, but that's not the case. They are
Yes,
not convert percentage into GPA. So they will evaluate each and every subjects. They will evaluate credit hours, and then they will provide you the GPA. They will evaluate even the universities you have.
right.
So that is really important. So don't think that, oh, I got 70%, oh, I'm not eligible to get good GPA. You are. Like, they know how it is in India. They know that, like, we don't get like 90 or 100. They know like 70 is a good grade. So, like, I'm just giving an example.
Right,
So,
right. So the most important thing is, especially with WES or World Education Services, that you'll require the WES evaluation, is to start early. Even if you're planning, like, to do something after a year, I would highly recommend to get your WES evaluation done because that process does take time. If you don't have any transcript or if you're missing any document, you might have to resend it to them. Make sure that all your paperwork is done, and that score is all, like, that grading or that GPA score is always the same. So once you get your WS out of the way, even when you're trying to gather your 2 years of clinical experience, I think that would be a very good place to start with to get your WS done.
so do it 6 months prior to applying to the college. It's important because
Right.
my time, it took like about 4.5 or 5 months because
Yeah, same with me. Yes.
and I had to submit again, and I had to contact to university, and I was in
Yes.
a kind of difficult for me to.
Right.
So you have to be very quick regarding the WES. It's
Absolutely.
like as soon as possible. Just get it done with it.
Exactly, exactly. So I think that's very important to give at least 6 months when you're planning every other things, get your WA sorted. And same with IELTS or TOEFL. That scores are valid for 2 years, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So make sure you get those two things sorted while you're working on your statement, recommendation, work and we have another question which says, is 2 years of clinical experience mandatory, or masters in optometry can complement it?
2 years of experience is mandatory. Masters of optometry will not complement it. After doing masters of optometry, if you have 2 years of experience, then I think you're good to go.
Okay, got it. And we're going to talk, is there any fund or scholarship? We're going to talk about a fee now. Can you name those colleges which are offering ASIP other than NECO?
Like my friends, they are applying to, I guess, Salus University, but it needs a master degree. So I think if you want to apply with your master degree, then apply to Salus University. I'm not sure. I'm just, there are a few friends who are applying to Salus University who have already completed their master's degree. And I guess even SUNY College.
SUNY, yeah. I was going to say that. So SUNY has a course. So when I'm saying SUNY, it is the university in New York. For people, we keep saying NECO, SUNY because we are so used to it, but it is SUNY. It is a
Okay.
Yeah, it is a optometry university in New York. The only difference, I am not sure if anything has changed today, but I do know with SUNY it could be a 3-year course. So they decide once you enroll into the program where you stand, are you able to cope up with the education that they're trying to provide? If yes, then you complete it in 3 years. If not, it might extend to the 4th year as well. With NECO,
will also have to give part 1 licensing exam.
Yeah.
In SUNY. Even in Salus, I think they will ask you to give part 1 NBEO so that they can decide on how long you should be, there as a student. So, yes.
Got it.
We'll talk about the license exam again.
Yes, exactly. We'll be talking about that. But yes, there are different stages and they decide based on where you stand, and they'll guide you accordingly. Wherein with NECO it is set, if you are part of an ASIP program, you will be done in 2 years. It is intense. There is no ifs or buts. So with other colleges, you do have a little bit of a wiggle room. With NECO, it is what it is.
Yeah. And I think one more college is Indiana University. I think it's providing advanced standing international program, but it has some criteria. You'll have to go to the website and email them regarding the details.
Got it. What is the minimum score for IELTS? Do you know that?
It's 7, and you have to get 7 in speaking. So for
Got
IELTS, I gave IELTS, it's 7. I don't know about TOEFL, but I think I went through the website. For TOEFL, it should be about 88, and in speaking, you have to get more than 88. Like speaking should be good, better than the score.
Got it.
Everything is given there in detail.
Got it. Now let's talk about the fee structure, because I think many people do have questions about fee structure. Are there any scholarships? If you can break that down for us, please.
Fee structure, I will tell you according to the NECO website. So I will give you the exact details. So for ASIP program, tuition fee is like $59,434 tuition fee, excluding living allowance. So you'll have to pay $59,434 in a year. I think second year is a bit less than the first year. So in first year, you have to pay $59,434. And you will pay in installment. And about scholarship, there are scholarship, but you will only be able to apply for scholarship after getting enrolled in the program, depending on the kind of student you are and from where you are. And there are even loans that you'll get. I think they have, if you have a green card or citizen, you can apply for federal loan, but there are other various loans. Even if you are not a green card holder or a citizen of United States, there are few other loans that are available for you in less amount of interest. So this is what it is like regarding tuition.
Got it. And let's talk about you mentioned about green card, right? Everybody doesn't have a green card when they
No,
enter. They come.
national
Yeah,
students, they are on F1 visa. Like most of them in our class, all of us, we
yeah,
are on visa.
right. So can you talk about the visa process? Because I know about it, you know about it, but then people might still wonder, like, how do they start? So as you mentioned, when you come in for the program as a student, you come in on an F1 visa. What happens after that once you graduate?
Once you graduate, you are on student visa. Once you graduate, you will have the opportunity to do OPT. So that is practical training that
Mm-hmm.
given to students who are on F1 visa and who would like to work in the US. So many of
Right.
the students, most of them, either they go back or they stay in the US and work in the US, get licensed and work in the US. So you get the OPT thing, and you are working in OPT, and then you apply to different clinics or hospitals or wherever you want to apply for job. But do see if they accept, if they are sponsoring you H1B visa. So there are many clinics who are sponsoring H1B visa, so you'll have to apply on that, on those clinics who are offering H1B visas. So you will find it, it's not difficult. There are optometrists who have stayed
Mm.
in, got licensed in the US and are working on H1B visas.
Got it. So just for people to, to give a little more background of that, so H1B, what we're talking about, is your work visa. It is attached or affiliated by some organization or the company or a clinic you're working with. So basically, they sponsor your work visa, only then you're allowed to work in the United States. So please note, as she mentioned, it's not difficult. It is definitely possible. But once you get your OD degree, right, it's not that, oh yeah, here you go, start working. It's not that easy. You'll have to find some clinic organization, someone who do sponsor your work visa, and that allows you to, keep working and practicing in the United States. So be prepared for that immigration process as well.
Yes, and visa process is not easy as well. It's very tedious. It's not easy.
Yes.
So I had to come to India to apply for my visa because due to COVID, everything was closed in Nepal. So I came to Delhi to apply, and like I had to interview for about 40 minutes for my visa. So it depends on like person to person, and it's not easy.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. And again, another thing about H1B is you have to keep renewing it as well. So it's not a one-time thing. So be prepared to go through the immigration process if you're planning to study and work in the United States. It's not that it's not possible, but it is a process you need to be prepared for.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. We do have one question from Alex. I'm sorry, I don't know the first name, but Alex is what I'm going to do. Do we have any short-term courses like 6 months to start a career in abroad? Where we where abroad would be my first question, and which courses you're looking for. So I would say let's take it offline. You can send me a personal message and do a little bit of research. Something which I really want to say it out loud. There are definitely many courses in different countries. We're going to focus only on the OD program on this conversation, but let give us more specifics when you ask us, like, are there any courses abroad? Like, I don't know which country you are from, where you want to go, what courses you're interested in. So I highly recommend do a little bit of a research and let us know what you're looking for, and we'll be more than happy to help you find your way out.
Like OD, it doesn't have any short-term course. I think this is the shortest.
Yes, absolutely. This is the shortest when it comes to OD program. Wonderful. So we did talk about immigration, fee structure, course, curriculum. Is there anything else that you feel we are missing out, before we are
On license exam,
right? Yeah.
part 1, part 2, and part 3. So it's like you'll have to give 3 parts, like you'll have to give 3 exams. NBU, like National Board of Examination,
Okay.
Optometry
Yeah.
Examination 1, part 2, and part 3, and it's an 8 hours exam. So we'll have to sit there for 8 hours to complete the licensing exam. And part 1 exam, I will have to give it next year while I'm doing my internship, in around like 3 months after I joined externship program. And part 2 also I'm doing it next year, part 2 and part 3. So I will have to complete part 1, part 2 and part 3 boards in the period while I'm doing my externship time. So it's not easy, but now it's kind of very vast. You'll have to study everything for the licensure exam and give the exam. It's an 8-hour exam. So there are few resources that are available to you, like KMK, OptoPrep. So you'll have to go through everything before giving the exam, and you'll have to pass those exams to get licensed in the US.
Got it. Another very important thing for people to know, especially in US, I'm pretty sure once you're in the program, you'll know about it. When she talks about licensing, right? Even after you get those license, in US, it is state-wise license. So if you have a license to practice in Boston, it doesn't mean you can practice in California or New York. It is all state-based license. So you'll have to keep, giving exams to acquire those license. In some cases, in some states, it's just an application. It's definitely possible. I know doctors who have 25 plus licenses across United States, but just another point for you to know that you can practice once you have a degree, but you'll have to get your license for each state.
Each state, yes. So if you want to practice in California, you'll have to get California board license.
Absolutely. And I'm going to take one more question. Will you be paid for your externship?
No.
I like that. No.
Straight no.
Wonderful.
Work study programs in the college. So if you want to get a job in college, you definitely can apply for those programs.
Got it. Is there anything which we're supposed to focus specifically or something in academic for entrance exam other than optometry curriculum?
Entrance exam, we don't have any entrance exam.
Yeah.
You'll have to be selected in interview, and they will ask questions based on, like, it's mostly related to the basics of optometry, if you have basic knowledge in optometry, and why do you want to do optometry, and they are trying to figure out if you can take the load of this course or not.
Absolutely. So it all boils down to your statement that she mentioned, right? Like the first thing that you're talking about, your experience, your passion, why are you interested? So as far as I know, the interview process will be drilling more into your personality, your passion for the course, like will you be able to take the load? It has got nothing to do with, and there are no entrance exam to answer that.
Yeah, no entrance exam. In some universities, I have already mentioned that you'll have to give part 1 boards, but that's not
Right.
entrance exam. That's just to figure out if you can do these courses in like 1 year, 2 year, or you need to take it for a longer period of time.
Got it. Perfect. So I see Jatin has another question. If anybody want to practice in England or abroad, what is the eligibility criteria according to qualifications? Well, Jatin, that is again, something that we're not going to be discussing. We're just going to focus on US at this point. As far as England is concerned, we can definitely check it, and I can respond back to you. Just send me a personal message for that. And abroad is a very broad term, guys. Please be very specific which country you want to go into.
So we are basically talking about Doctor of Optometry program in the US. So
Yes.
yeah.
Anything outside US, well, as much as I would love to talk about it, and we can do another Instalive with person who has gone through the program or the course, but that's not the topic for today, guys. So please be a little more specific when you say abroad. Can we get, or will there be any chance of getting reselected? I think that's what she meant.
Selected, yes, because there are hundreds and 200s of students applying from all over the world, and they only take about 8 to 10 students. So definitely you have high chances of getting rejected.
Getting rejected.
Demotivate you, because you give your best, you can be selected. It's not that like you have to be rejected or you will be rejected. You definitely can be selected. Just give your best, work on it, and yes. So don't think about rejection. Just think about how to get accepted into the program and do your best.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think I applied. I did go till the interview round, but then I was rejected. Having said that, I have no regrets. I was able to find my space into something else. But you can always reapply and you can try again. So it's not that even that process is very amazing. It makes you think through why you want to do what you want to do, how you're doing it. So just going through that process itself is very amazing. So go through it and don't worry about rejection.
Yeah.
You can always try again.
Yeah. So it's just one college, so it's kind of like difficult, but don't lose your hope. There are many other opportunities here. Like it's not just doctor of optometry. Like there are many opportunities in the field of optometry.
Absolutely, absolutely. And talking about the interview, someone is asked, do you need to be physically present on campus for interview, or can it be an online interview as well?
Technically, yes, but due to COVID, I think they are doing online interview. For me, it was an interview.
Okay.
But ideally, like in normal situations, I guess they used to call students to US to give the interview.
Right. Uh, 1 second. Someone asked, what's the difference in terms of like the clinical aspect, studying in India, Nepal, and in United States?
Difference between teaching and clinical hands in between Nepal, India, and United States. Optometry is like it's similar. It's not that
Yes,
it's not different, I must say, because whatever I learned, like course-wise, curriculum-wise, it is kind of vast in the United States. But when I go to the clinic and when I start looking at the patient, it's the same thing. Like I'm doing the same thing. There is no difference.
exactly.
But like course and curriculum and everything, it's kind of advanced, I must say, and vast.
Also, the scope of practice do differ from country to country, and I think that's the major difference based on what I have seen. Because we still have two eyes, we still have the same conditions, we still have the exact same clinical setup of the treatment plan that we can offer. But how much can you practice in India or Nepal versus how much can you practice in US is different.
Yeah.
I think, and the laws, it being a very regulated and highly regulated program in United States, it's a lot more abide by the laws, and you'll have to follow everything to make sure nobody sues you because that's a big thing.
And focusing on clinical aspects of optometry. So
Right.
we learn everything in detail from ocular disease to like all the, advanced eye disease and everything. Like I never had learned so much in detail when I was in India or Nepal. So it's vast. It's the scope of practice is different. They mostly focus on clinical aspect of optometry, and rest everything is similar. The only thing is like about the scope of practice and the curriculum and the advancement of the knowledge. So we are definitely getting the advanced degree while doing Doctor of Optometry.
Right. So the site lover has said, if we completed BSc Optometry from India, is our degree valid in US? No, it is not valid in US. If not, what do we have to do to make it possible for us to study there? Well, I would say I think you might have joined in late. This will be saved on my channel, so just listen to the entire conversation again.
So you will have Doctor of Optometry to be valid in US. To be
Absolutely. Yes. For the interview, what would be your best advice to succeed and stand out?
be yourself. I think best thing I can say, be yourself, do your best.
Mm,
they will be asking many questions to you, but just, just let them know, why do you want to do optometry and what are your goals? Why do you want to get into the Doctor of Optometry program? Be prepared about those answers. And, they might ask you some optometry related questions. So just be prepared regarding that, like, some basic questions to test your knowledge. So they might give you some clinical case, not the complex case, that like they might tell you that, okay, this patient is coming to your clinic. So what are you going to do to these patients? So be prepared with that, and be prepared about why you want to do Doctor of Optometry in the United States and what are your goals in the future after completing this degree.
Right. And there's another question immediately after completion of BSc or MSc. Can we apply or do we need clinical experience? You definitely need 2 years of clinical experience,
Yeah.
not just one. Can I apply for optometry license in North American countries after attending an OD degree from USA?
I'm not sure about it.
Yeah.
Can apply in Canada, but I'm not sure about other North American countries. US and Canada, you definitely can apply.
Got it. Wonderful. I think we did cover pretty much everything in terms of, what the program is, how to apply, what is the process. If anybody has any further questions, please feel free to, reach out to us and message me or her. I know she's super busy, so she might have a little delay in response.
Try to respond to a few. I have been trying, but like I'm not getting time. I just got done with my midterm, so I'm kind of like free for a few days, like this weekend definitely.
Thank you so much once again for making a time. I know we have been trying to do this for I think 4 weeks now, but we finally were able to get together. So really, really appreciate you sharing your time, your experience, your process. Thank you once again for being here, sharing it with everyone. And super
Thank you
congratulations! You really make us proud, and good luck with everything.
so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Just one last thing. This will be available on my channel. So if somebody has not been able to join live, or if you want to go back, before, just to kind of look into what did we discuss, this is always available. So share it with your friends. You can always revisit and review it, whatever we've discussed. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you once again, everyone, for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
And happy Diwali, everyone. I know it's there next week. So
I'm alone in Diwali. So never mind. Doing for the best.
yes, absolutely. Happy Diwali, everyone, and thank you so much.
Yeah. Happy Diwali. Bye.
Bye.